Today we're going to talk about the best the best looking box set that I own for sure. I've been waiting for this album to come out for quite some time. It's been out of print. We're going to talk about the pros, the cons, was it worth it? Let's get into it. Just look at this thing. It is massive. All right, so let's break into this thing. It's gonna take me a minute, but we'll get into it. This cover is just a killer touch, to be honest. I I thought this was gonna look a certain way. I had no clue that they were going to put this on there. That thing is just, I don't know, just the look of it with the cassette, the old cassette and the old CD, or at least the old CD for sure, had that look to it. Now, this, I already own this. I own the regular 30th anniversary edition of this. It was delayed multiple times. So I ended up just purchasing a regular version, waiting on this. I honestly thought they were going to cancel these, if I'm being completely honest. So the only difference in this and the other one, this one is purple and yellow vinyl. The other one is completely purple. This one, when you open it up, it has a pop-up. So, I mean, it's kind of cool. It actually ends up making this a pain in the ass to get out of here, put back in, open, close, put your records back in because of the thickness of the inside due to the pop-up nature of the inside. But other than that, this is exactly the same as the other. But again, they changed the color of the vinyl and they put that pop-up in there. So that's your difference. So now this is different than that. The media is the same, or sorry, the music is the same. So there's that. Front, back, show the inside. I never know which way. Okay. There you go. And the back is matte instead of gloss. So there we go. There's that. It's kind of probably hard to tell, but you see how it makes these all wavy? This just, I gotta get these out of this as well, because this just ruins discs. So, but this is what essentially both of them look like. There you go. And then clearly these are lyric sheets. This is, yeah, these are lyric sheets. This is clearly part of my problem with some of the other things that are in this box. The lyrics are right here. So there's something here coming that is a con for me that I just feel like didn't need to be incorporated into this set. Saved some money, added some other things that were legitimately worth it. Okay, next up we have the prints, the smaller, I believe there's 10 or 12 of these prints, and I will go through them. To me, these are cool. I don't know what the hell you do with these. These are like the postcard lobby cards that come in movies. What do you do with them? What, I mean, are you going to frame all 10 of these and then hang them up on the wall? I mean, I'm not. They're going to sit in this box. And then there's another thing as well that we'll get to. So let's say you wanted to hang these up. So you take your album out You take this out, you hang these up. I'm gonna get ahead of myself a little bit and then I'll show these. You take these out, and then let's say you're super, into it and you want to put these posters up as well. These two large posters that come in there. So now you've removed them from the box and you can't put them back in because now they're hanging on your wall. And let's say you want to use your Zoetrope slip mat, but how many of these do you need? Like, I can't tell you how many releases come with a slip mat. So now you have 25 slip mats. And but let's say you want to use your posters, your prints, and you want to put your Zoetrope slip mat on. Well, guess what happened now? All of that stuff inside this box holds the record up against the front of this. So now your record falls in and there's a hole, or it doesn't press it up against the front. So now it's ruined. Like it's not going to look the same. So I think that was a misstep. The packaging was done in a way that I love it, but then you can't use this other stuff, or you're going to have to build some sort of foam piece back here that lets that set up against. Again, I'm getting ahead of myself, but they should have put a lip on here that held this stuff. Or sorry, this stuff set inside of it, and then there was a thicker lip that sat on so that when you took this stuff out, it's still pressed against the front of that. But they didn't do that. So let me know in the comments if you've taken the stuff out of yours and it looks like shit now. So I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself. Zoetrope slip mat. These are fine. I like this one. I might throw it on my record player every now and then. Let's get back to these prints that here we go. I mean, these just a little bit to me. I mean, I know they're pictures basically of the band, but then you've got these other things in here that are like, okay. Again, what are you going to do with all these? Are you just going to go buy frames for all of these? Are you going to buy frames for like just the band members? I guess the band members and the dog. There's the cards. I like them to a degree, but I 100% could have lived without them. Next up, we have the 24 by 24 double-sided posters. We've got this one here, and then a shot of the band on the back, and then... So essentially, this is the front and back cover. So this is the back cover. The other was the front cover, and then you have a picture of the band on each. So there's your posters, your prints, your Zoetrope slip mat, the packaging itself, your album. And now we get into the larger box here. And this is going to house a few more things. This is cool. Yes, I'm sorry I'm saying a lot. I have a lot. This costs $295. So getting into this, you have the cassette. I think this is a plus. This is a plus. This definitely, it's any form of, even though it's the same, any form of media is fine by me. So the cassette is a great touch. I'm not going to go through each one of these. I think this was To be honest with you, one of the other things that I feel was a waste. I don't. So earlier I said the inner sleeves for the records have all of the lyrics and all the songs to each song that's on each album. These are tarot cards. Each tarot card has, so this one says grind. It has the lyrics to grind on it. Each one of these has a song and then the lyrics on the back. They're kind of cool. I'm never going to touch them. I'm never going to take them out. I'm never going to display them. It's a waste. They're going to sit in this box and I'm never going to touch them again. So I feel like that is just a waste. They put in this hardcover, which this is pretty cool. See what you came to see. This is a hardcover Alice in Chains. Pay what you want to pay. See what you came to see. Hardcover comic book. This is cool. It's a comic book. There's more pictures than words, but it's a comic book. Something I thought about when I saw this was like, oh, cool. Are they going to make us? No, they're not. This is it. So this, as cool as it is also going to just sit in the box. But I do like this. Don't get me wrong. This I'm okay with having. This is cool. This is fine. So right now, if we had to go down the list of things, the packaging is perfect. It is big, but it's great. I love it. I like the way that looks. I like the way this whole thing looks when it's put together. The packaging is great. That's a pro. The cassette is a pro. The posters are fine. They're a pro. The slip mat, get rid of it. I don't need 45 slip mats. The tarot cards, get rid of them. Give me one poster with all of them on it or something like that. Fine. But this individual tarot cards, I don't need that. And the prints, the 10 to 12 prints that are on there. Again, give me a poster with them all on there. Fine. I don't need each individual ridiculously hard stock prints that are just going to sit in this box. They're just going to sit in this box. So, enough rambling about that. But when it came down to it, there's essentially roughly 10 things in this box, including the packaging being one of those 10 things. 5 were great. 5 I could throw out the window. So next up, the 7 inches. There's 3 7 inches in here. Each one of them has one song. The other side just has a picture. And yes, so it's extremely hard to see on the actual album, but this picture right here, so this is a bird. That picture is printed on the backside of the record. And it's white, just like this. It's not etched. So you've got Heaven Beside You, you've got Grind, and there's this dog. Is that the dog? Yes, the dog. And then you've got Again. So 3, and this is, the owl. You've got 3 7 inches. Again, any media format is perfectly fine with me. Music, more stuff like that, that's fine with me. Could they have not compiled some sort of live show or something like that and put in here instead of these tarot cards? Instead of the prints that they put in here. And I also have one other thing I feel like they dropped the ball on, and I'll go into that. They might as well go into that now. So they put the 7 inches in here. You have your album that is the full-length album. You have your cassette that is the full-length cassette. Where's the CD? What are you doing? You gave us the record, the cassette, and then you just skipped the CD. Give us the CD. Take these prints and this slip mat, and there's your CD. And there's one other thing that it's filler. It's filler. The next thing is two pieces. I put it as one because it goes together. It's just filler. And so I'm sorry for the rant. It's $295 to buy this thing. So you have this coin record toppers. The side, of course, it's Zoetrope because we can't get enough Zoetrope stuff. The bottom, it's just, yeah, made in China. So this goes on your record, and to accompany this is the biggest waste, in my opinion, in this box, but whatever. It's a plastic ballerina. It goes, there's a peg right here. It goes on there and it spins as you listen to your record. I'm never going to take this out of this plastic. I'm never going to take it back out of this box. I'm not going to take that record topper out. I'm not going to take that slip mat out unless okay, sorry. I might take the slip mat out. Might. Those prints, they're going to sit in this box. The comic book is probably going to sit in this box. The tarot cards are going to sit in this box. I'm not going to open this up and show off to my friends, oh, look at this. I'm doing it right now, and that's it. So I wrote down this list here, but the display box, it's a great addition. It's a great add. It is too big, but it's great. The 2LP pop-up gatefold, I think, is kind of a like, you can buy that album. They could have given us a different version of that, even though the front needs to look the same so that it holds the integrity of the album itself. But like, they put that pop-up in the center. I don't think that needed to be there. It's kind of cool, but it's too much. It screws with the way it closes. I don't like it. So personally, for me, that's a con, the pop-up part. So there's the box set, great. The pop-up, I don't like. The 3 7-inches, that's a plus in my opinion. The 10 custom prints, so it's 10. The 10 custom prints, I don't need them. I just don't. Put them on a poster and give me one piece of paper instead of 10 individual pieces of paper that I need to now do something with. And again, that take up real estate so that thing closes properly. The 12 tarot cards, again, put them on a poster. I don't need 12 tarot cards. The hardcover book, that's a plus. That's fine with me. That's fine. I'm down with that. That's fine. The cassette, 100%. Just like the 7 inches, just like the record itself. Obviously, you're buying it for the record itself, but I'm just saying, any form of physical media, give it to me. The double-sided posters, I can deal with those. Those are fine. The double-sided Zoetrope slip mat, kind of don't need any more of them. I kind of didn't need any of them, to be honest with you, but there you go. The 3D ballerina and the Zoetrope coin, not a chance. Don't put that in there. That's not needed. It's just filler. It's at the very bottom. It's never coming out. It's going to sit in there. 5 pluses, 5 cons, and like I said, some of those things like that 3D ballerina and the Zoetrope coin, the double-sided slip mat, take that out and give me a CD. I don't need those things. So, yeah. I wish it had a CD in it. I don't know what they were thinking by not putting that in there. They put the cassette in there, but not the CD. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, bud. That is that. I'm going to go ahead and put this thing back together, and I'm going to kind of show you what I'm talking about the the way that you can't take some of this stuff out or it kind of messes up what you got going on. So I'll be right back. All right, so we have the large fold open box back in there. So even something as small as this, I know this doesn't seem like a lot, but it takes up space. So this goes on top of the box. Your first poster goes down, your second poster goes down, and then your art prints go down. And now you've got that set in there, and then the record sets on top of that, and then it allows it to, when you put that top back on, press up against this. So you've got just enough space for that record to sit inside there. But if you take all this stuff out and you've got this hanging on your wall now, because that's what you do with all this stuff, is you immediately buy it and then you hang it up on the wall. Now you've got like a ½ inch or more of space that record's going to sit in, and now it's not going to press up against the front of that like it should. I think that's just a miss. They should have put some sort of foam around here that this stuff sat into and would have allowed for the record to sit on it and not matter if there's your stuff in there or not. If you want it to look the way it's supposed to look, you kind of have to leave all the stuff in there. So, you know, whatever. It's $295. You be the judge if it was worth it. And probably now it's well into the $500 online because this sold out, and it was, again, a huge hassle. But so there's that. Alice in Chains Alice in Chains self-titled box set. You be the judge. Was it worth it? I don't think it's worth $300. $295 plus tax. I didn't need all of this stuff. Like, I bought it, I knew what was in it, but I don't particularly think it's worth it. They're just putting stuff in here, it seems like, to fill space and make you feel like it's worth it. But when you got it and you put it into your hands and looked into it and actually thought to yourself, am I ever going to take some of this stuff out? You had to have said no to some of that stuff. Like, I'm never pulling this out. I think the majority of people are going to leave 90% of that stuff in there. Possibly because of what I mentioned. It's not really displayable properly with half of that stuff taken out. And so there you go. 30th anniversary. You see that? It creates a problem. You be the judge. Is it worth $300? $295 plus tax? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, stay shelf aware.